Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Bobcats going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. With the All-Star break, Clark, just ahead, I have to think a lot of these players are ready for some rests.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kevin. When you can bite off a little R&R during the season, that's a good thing because the season is long and really takes a toll.
It's stolen by Mayo. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
I think you got to give props to the defensive Mayo. He's known as an offensive. Player, but he keeps his eyes moving, his arms and hands active, which helps him get steals.
Johnson, the pass to Horford. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Here's Mayo. The kick out to Young. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Now T, following Al Horford's three-point attempt. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Going to be on Josh Smith.
And one of the last things you want to do is foul Young. I mean, he's one of the game's better free throw shooters.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a three-point game. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Bobcats.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
And all-around talent. I like whenever Smith finds his open teammates.
And here's Charlotte. And Augustine kicks to Mayo. Offline with his three. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Teague, the pass to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Mayo against Johnson. McGee trying to break free. And the rejection by Smith. Augustine with the steal. Nick Young on the wing. Launches it. And Pachulia pulls it down.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Young. Charlotte no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Smith kicks to Pachulia. Johnson wide open. He fires. Misses the three. Charlotte trailing. Here's Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Boy, the quick, tight handle of Young there says bye-bye to the defender.
Hawks. Have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Johnson from outside. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Young. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's T. Joe Johnston on the wing. Shoots the three. Augustine grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Young sets a screen for Augustine. The 19-foot shot, and Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Augustine. Young's got 5 points so far.
And there's nothing Young likes more than to be set up for his sweet jump shot.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. For the Hawks, Collins checked in for... And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love, right here on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Bobcats going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Trying to weather the storm, Clark. A couple teams around the league have been hit hard by injuries so far.
Yeah, and you think about it, you're hoping that your injuries are short-term because you can survive those a little better. But if you have a starter or a star player out for an extended period, that's almost impossible to replace.
Here's Blake. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Blake's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Lakers. Pass to Young from deep three-point land. The long distance three is buried.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Bryant looking around. Here's Blake, guarded by Augustine. Clock at 6. Gasol setting the pick for Odom. Over Mayo from the top of the key. He buries it.
Well, that's one way. He can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks. Up his sleeve.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bobcats. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Pau Gasol.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
Now Blake. O.J. Mayo missing on the three. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing, headed by Augustine. And here's McDyess. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Now, he's got that kind of... range from outside. You have to chase Bryant off the line.
Young outside. Back to Augustine. Here's Mayo. Charlotte no good that time either. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it's TJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Odom against Mayo. Odom dishes to McDyess. Pass to Blake. Shot clock at 5. Shoots.
Some have questioned whether Young has the killer instinct and competitive spirit to fight. We saw it right there defensively, though.
Well, he is looking. Confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Inside. Stolen by McGee. And Augustine with a clear path to the hoop. Young from outside. McDyess grabs the ball. The Lakers in the lead. Bryant inside. Guarded by Mayo. That one misses. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Magic.
And sometimes it's a lot harder. To get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
McDyess can't hit. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Charlotte Bobcats. Young passes to Augustine. Young inside. Odom on him. Hayes finds Young. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And he drops that one in. Young's got 7 points in the game. So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
some noise if you want to bring pizza. I can hear you.
Charlotte making some changes. Morris Diaz checked in for Hayes. Battier comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Livingston in for Young. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Barnes, he's checked in for McDyess. Maggette comes in for Odom. Shannon Brown, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Dooling in for Steve Blake. Now here is Young fires away from outside. And once again off the mark. Charlotte.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Yep, it goes, and the Bobcat lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Bryant.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Here is Livingston following the basket by Kobe Bryant. On its way from Young for 2. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Floats it up for Bryant, and stolen by Mayo. Young outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And it's a 7-point Bobcat lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Sharp.
Right off the bat, you're going after the ball.
Los Angeles, Kobe Bryant, going to the line, shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Odom. Here's Blake. Makes no mistake. On the open jump shot.
And how about Odom facilitating the shooter there, not holding the ball or forcing his own shot.
Augustine passes to Young. Back to Augustine. It's Young on the wing. The tray bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 34.
And perimeter scoring. To imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bryant against Young. 14 feet away. Good on the shot. And with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Bryant.
Coming through when it matters most. Kobe thrives under pressure.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
This just proves how tough Kobe is. Brushing off the defense inside, a no-brainer.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 6. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
All right, that was your podcast dance team. Make some noise.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he drives in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like watching Kobe when he's in that slash mode to the rim. Plays with force, knows how to get to the strike.
Shane Battier is checked in for O.J. Mayo. McGee with the block. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Team is in the penalty.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Battier is the full package pro, a knockdown 3-ball specialist who also gets it done by working hard on the defensive end, too.
And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Young taking his time here. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done, and to send these fans. Home hat.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Nowitzki with the steal. Teardrop shot. The shot by Kobe, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kicks it out to LeBron. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
Yeah, teammate to... teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And it's a completely new group. For the East All-Star. And so it's Jennings with it. He'll bring it up for the East. Young outside. It's back to Jennings. From the arc. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Bryant gets it to go.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing. This year from him. They're doing a lot of spectating there on D, but hey, it's the All-Star game.
line against Pierce. Fires from 14. Jump shot is good that time.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Again, the West All-Stars.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Blows the alley-oop jam. Westbrook against Jennings. Left side, KD. Duncan on the dunk by Duncan.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And it's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. All checked in for the West. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rose looking around. He dishes it to Garnett. Over Nowitzki. And another miss by the East.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Wade against Paul. And there's the drive. No good on his first attempt of the game. Garnett left side. The kick out to Rose. The three-pointer no good. The West leading by 6. Durant wide open. He fires. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's now 6 points for Kevin Durant. James against KD. And just miss after miss right now. And the foul on Dwayne. Ryan against Wade. To the paint. Looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
No luck that time either. And KD's got the ball here for the West. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off.
Oh, watch out for Lowe. Come on now, throw it down.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent. magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Westbrook passes to Kobe. Outside Durant. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Rose.
The basketball IQ of Tim Duncan, top flight. He's so smart at knowing how to draw fouls.
And Duncan drops them both. The East trail by 12. Right side Rose, driving the lane, count the basket.
Yeah, such a crafty. Move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
Guys, they've done everything they can in this one to just dominate that backboard offensively and keeping control of the ball and then converting.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're behind by 12. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young's checked in for the East. Launches from deep. Duncan grabs the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Bryant has the open look. Connects from three-point range.
You know, you got to guard Kobe the moment he crosses half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting it fly.
Pierce dishes to Jennings. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
And the West can just let the clock run down from here. KD looking around. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games.